Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mike Kollin at MikeKollin.com. Okay, if you watched the video before this one, if you watched the whole video, then you have this one. This is the last half, or maybe a little bit less, maybe the last third of the last video. I wanted to shorten it down because I got a couple really important messages across in that video, and I know a lot of people don't go all the way to the end. Okay, so what I did was I shortened this video. I grabbed the second half, or maybe a little bit less than that, and I uploaded it here so you can get right to some of the main key points. In this video, in about 6 or 7 minutes, I actually add a little bit about Uncle George, the big kahuna in Hawaii. I met him, trained under him, and also an image of me with Buddhist monks, Laotian monks who I trained with, etc., etc. So a lot of the stuff that I teach you, you're not going to learn in a pickup artist course. You're not going to learn in NLP training or anything like this. This is going to be different. This is not what you're used to, okay? And it happens to be the answer that women have wanted men to understand. When it comes to relationships, wrong brain. The right brain is the relationship brain for both men and women. The modern male doesn't use it anymore. The older male, they know how to do that. Now, you want to know another person that's really good with women? Homeless people that have dogs. I was in San Francisco. I was watching this homeless guy. He stops on the corner. The dog just sat down with his, put his butt down. The homeless person took one step. The dog went with him. Where the homeless person looked, the dog went. And I was like, man, that dog is really well trained. It's another situation where men have to survive. They're really good with animals because they're using their right brain. It's intuitive. It's emotional. Intuitive just means you're using your five senses. That's all it means. If you're not using your see, hear, feel, smell, and taste, you're kind of a dumbass. And guess what? That's the way you look to women when you're stuck in your logical brain. Okay, so do you guys remember that movie with Tom Cruise and Dustin Hoffman called Rain Man? Rain Man was autistic or something like that. He had a real severe mental disturbance or whatever psychological issue, okay? He would say, and he would just freak out. If you haven't seen the movie, go rent it and go watch it, because now what I'm going to say is going to shock you. This is what men look like to women. Not at that extreme, but it's kind of like, okay, please forgive me. I'm not trying to be rude, but you know how you got people that are very retarded, but then you got some people that are, they're retarded, but not totally retarded. They're like 25% retarded. That's what men look like to women. Now you think I'm joking. I am not joking. So retardation is an extreme left brain way of being. Autism is going all the way to the left and you're stuck. You have no motion. You have no movement over to the right brain. Most men, and I'm talking more than 93% on the planet, are stuck in their left brain. They don't access the right brain almost to any degree, especially not consciously. Women say this in movies, TV shows. They see it in interviews. They see it on dating podcast. It's like, like men are like little children. It's like we have to take care of them. And they may not use this word, but you guys have temper tantrums all the time. That comes from being stuck over in the left brain because you're trying to express an emotion, but emotions are expressed in the right brain. And this causes massive frustration. What did I say to Adam? What did Adam say? He goes, man, I used to get angry and uptight and be all on like literally like someone who's autistic. So in Rain Man, he had a perfect routine. See, the left brain is about perfection. The further you go over the left brain, the more perfection you got to be, the more precise. So Rain Man had to wake up at exactly 7 o'clock. He would be in the bathroom at 7:05 brushing his teeth. At 7:15, he would be getting in the shower. At 7:25, he'd be getting out, and he had to have his lunch or his breakfast at exactly 8:07, or he'd go and he would freak the fuck out. If you've seen the movie, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. And guess what? Men do this all the time. You guys have these freakouts, these panics, and you blow up and explode. It terrifies women. They're literally temper tantrums. So what do you think energy drinks do to you? Open you up to your right brain or shove you deeper into your left brain? Yep, shoves you deeper into your left brain. Remember, her mating system is connected to her right brain. If you're in your left brain, that's going to turn her off. So here I am telling you to throw away your logic, especially when it comes to being with a woman, dating, relationships, love, family, being on the couch with your wife, because your right brain is the seduction brain. It's the romantic brain, and it is the relationship brain. You're supposed to be in that brain when you come home from work. My niece and I, we went to Sausalito. She was about 17 years old. Sausalito's right by the Golden Gate Bridge, right by the way, San Francisco. And we're walking down the road, and she goes, "Uncle Michael?" I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "Why is it that men look like little boys?" And I'm like, "Well, what do you mean?" I go, "You mean like teenagers?" She goes, "No, I mean like grown men that are like 40, 50 years old." This is a teenage girl who's already aware of this. Trust me, women are very aware of this. Do you want to know what attracts women? Maturity. Do you want to know what maturity is? The right brain. It's learning how to let go, because letting go opens you up to the right brain. The left brain is the control brain, and it scares the crap out of animals. See, if you go hunting and you're in your left brain, you're going to scare the animals off. That's why hunters get really quiet. They're like, "Hey, just calm down, just relax." Over a period of time, they may not logically know why they're doing that, but they've learned, like, man, when I'm all uptight and I'm like all jacked up and stuff and laser beaming the shit out of the forest, animals, they're like, fucking, they don't come around. If you're tense, if you're thinking fast, if you're thinking, and your body's uptight and you're uptight, and you get around a horse, the horse will freak the fuck out. Guess what? That's because it's tuned into its 5 senses, its right brain. It's connected to its entire body. Guess what? So is a woman, and so are children. And so are animals. So here I am telling you to stop thinking completely. To completely empty your mind. Now notice where Bruce Lee points to. He points to his right brain, the emotional processor. And he literally says we need emotional content, not logic. So here he is teaching this kid how to fight and be a better fighter. And I can tell you for absolute truth, once I learned how to open up and let go, I opened up to my right brain. I became very good in boxing and became a state champion. And that's when I started doing really, really well in kickboxing, is when I learned to let go of my thinking. I am telling you, your thinking is what's getting in your way of everything. Especially meeting women, attracting women, romancing women, etc., etc. Now, that's the Dustin Hoffman or the Rain Man effect, where you're autistic. And because what happens is when you're at the tip of the V, inside the tip of the V, all your energy is stuck inside and you're trying to go through the tip, when all you have to do is turn around and go to the open end. And now your energy can flow. And that's where Bruce Lee says, be like water, my friend. It can flow, it can crash, etc., etc. You need to learn how to open up to the other side, and this is what I teach you how to do. Women highly respect men that are like that, and they can take you out in public. They can show you off to their girlfriends. They can show you off to their mothers, their sisters, to their female co-workers, and they're going to be like, damn, they will get, not only will they get jealous of her, they're going to try to take you away. Meaning, make you their own. So all of a sudden now she has an invested value in you. Okay, now she's going, oh shit, I gotta work to keep this man. Now women are fighting to keep you. They're cooking, they're cleaning, they're massaging you, and you don't have to ask. She'll buy things for you. She'll bring little trinkets home because she can't stop thinking about you. Women will literally not only ask to pay, they will demand. They will not let you pay for dinners. Because this is what women want in a relationship. This is what a woman wants from a man. But nobody's teaching this. No one's even talking about this. And yet this is what... You know, I just had a conversation with an educated woman just the other day. And she goes, yeah, she goes, you can't get this across to men. Men don't hear it. It's not some kind of a trade-off. Well, I pay the bills, so I want you to do this. See, if you're looking for a financial trade-off in a relationship, you are freaking blowing it. That is not love. That is not romance. Nothing kills romance when you turn it into a financial freaking legal dispute. And that's what men do. You really think it's about money. I am telling you, it is not. It's about money to you because you think, well, I'm going to make money. I'm going to pay for this. Dude, she's not a prostitute. And that's how the modern men, treats a woman. Her system is not your system. Your system is hardwired for money. Her system is hardwired for love. But the modern male has no clue how to love a woman. They think paying for things is love. That's 0, 0, 0 when it comes to love. Well, Mike, why do they go out with us? Because they have no choice. It's not like there's 100 million men walking around that know how to do this. No one knows how to do it. So they're like, well, I guess at the very least, he's going to pay the frickin' bills. And so now you become this worker. She looks at you like an employee, and I'm not kidding. If you're not at least paying the damn bills, well, then get the hell out because she's not getting what she really wants. Women literally pray for years to either find a man who can do this or for their husband, their boyfriend, please God, just somehow make it. They literally ask for a miracle. And you think I'm joking? I am not fucking joking. Crack the female code is the miracle. Nobody is teaching what I'm teaching at all. Not even close. Even if they fucking try to say the same name, crack the female code, they're not teaching what I'm teaching. And they don't know how to teach it in the way that I teach. If you're still online looking at dating or relationship coaching videos on YouTube, guess what? You don't know what the fuck you're doing. Do you know how I know? Because you wouldn't be online wasting your fucking time. You would be out there meeting women at the grocery store. Hell, I go to Walgreens and I just hang out there because my buddy works there. I meet women every fucking time. And the girl that works with my buddy is just like, dude, like, what is your secret? I'm like, it's not a secret. It's learning how to do this. And I've taught some things to her and she's like, yeah, this is exactly what we want. Guys, I'm going to tell you right now. If you know what you're doing, you wouldn't be going online looking for dating tips and how to meet women, how to save money. You would already know, and you would be getting, keyword, results. Remember in the video, I think it was the one before this one or two before this one, where I was talking about Adam, the same guy in the video that was in this video? He kept telling me how he took this pickup artist course, and he took Mysteries and Vinda Carlos, and he took this guy and that guy, and he flew out to Vegas, and he did this guy, the guy in the UK, I can't remember his name right now, all these famous guys. I'm like, really? So why are you here? If they're so awesome, if they're so fucking great. He said this for 3 days straight, and I finally dropped the bomb. I said, you wouldn't fucking be here if those courses were so good. You'd be out there picking up on women. He got really quiet and he looked at me and he said, you know what, you're right. I said, yeah, you've been lying to yourself. And that's what you guys have been doing. You're trying to convince yourself that you know how to do it. You know what? If you knew how to do it, you wouldn't be watching my fucking video. Sorry guys, but you're going to get nothing but truth bombs here. Notice Bruce Lee says in this next clip, now try again with me. With me. That's what I teach you how to do with women. I teach you how to do the art of literally with her. Not some opponent on the other side in the logical, angry left brain, but with her. Now here's the challenge. Bruce Lee is saying the right words, but in a million years you couldn't learn to understand what, number one, what he's actually trying to say. Number two, how do you do it? That's what I teach in my course, Crack the Female Code. It is a 6-day training course. We meet together twice a day for about 3.5 hours per session. This is a conditioning course. We will go over and over to where it becomes a part of your natural way of being. That's me actually teaching Buddhist monks. That's Buddha Chandi right there, and that's Buddha Mai. The young monk at the end, I cannot remember his name right now. So I'm a master teacher at doing this. I literally taught some of this stuff to Buddhist monks, okay? So what Bruce Lee stated is you couldn't learn it in a million years. There's a very specific way, series of steps that you have to go through to get really, really good at it, okay? So this isn't like a hit it and quit it kind of thing where you show up one day and that's it. No, you're going to have to practice. The more you do it, the better you get at it, the easier it becomes. Okay? Here's Bruce Lee talking about it again. All right, before that, number one, I've actually talked to a lot of martial artists who have their black belts and they're proud Bruce Lee fans, and they talked about empty your mind, be formless, be shapeless. And I say, do you even know what that means? They're like, and then when I teach it to them, they're like, no shit, that actually makes sense. I'm like, yeah, that's what he was talking about. By the way, this is Uncle George Naopi. He was the big kahuna in Hawaii. I studied under Uncle George a long time ago, around 1994-95. I have kind of a long history with Uncle George. My dad opened up a restaurant, Kent's House Pancakes in Hawaii on Hilo. And it's kind of a long story, but he sent me this little statuette made out of the lava and sent me a message, etc. And he said one day we were going to meet. He told my father that. My father told me that when I was about 19. And I thought it was kind of crazy. And next thing you know, I'm taking this NLP course about 3 years later, and I'm in Hawaii, and in walks Uncle George. I had no idea that this was the same man until he met me. Now notice how when this young man finally opens up to his emotions and feelings, crack, he snaps that kick out there, and it's much more powerful and accurate. It's way better. And then Bruce Lee goes, how did it feel? In other words, good job. Now here's something that men will do in my course, especially in the early days. They'll go right back to their thinking. Bruce Lee goes, how did that feel? And he's very proud of the kid, and the kid goes, let me think. And look how the kid scrunches his eyes, brings them together, scrunches his forehead, going into his logical left brain, thinking. Now, keyword is left brain thinking, not right brain. It is like a finger pointing to the moon. Crack! He goes, don't look at the finger, or you will miss all that heavenly glory. He's talking about the bigger picture. The heavenly glory. What did he do instinctually? Once again, he went back into his thinking, logical left brain, and he narrowed his focus like he's looking under a microscope at the tip of his finger. And Bruce Lee, crack! Don't look at my finger, or you'll miss all that heavenly glory. In other words, see the bigger picture. When you see the bigger picture, you do better in business, you do better in relationships, you do better in communication, and you do better in fighting. Because now you can see how the pieces fit together. The male brain is designed to have singularness of focus, meaning you're looking under a fucking microscope at this most minute minutia. And what happens is you get stuck there and you think, well, this is the whole world. It's not the whole world. That's one freaking molecule out of the entire universe. There's a whole universe out there, and you're missing all that heavenly glory. Meaning, you're missing why you can't get ahead in life. You're missing why you can't get the girl and keep the girl. You're missing everything. This is why you run to the stoic groups. This is my support group. We're all going to tell each other that women are bad. Oh God, women bad. Oh, what you're saying is I'm powerless. You know what you're saying? You're a coward. The majority of men, again, I mean about 90%, run and hide behind their logical pinpoint frickin' brain. And that's why Bruce kept cracking him upside the fucking head. He's like, crack! Because he's trying to punish him for going back into hiding. Stop thinking and start feeling. Because when you feel, you're opened up to your five senses, and now you're seeing the bigger picture, which means you can put the pieces of the puzzle together. Now you become the leader naturally. Your right brain is the leader brain. The left brain is the external brain. It looks to other people to tell it what the rules are. Well, what are the rules? What are the rules? And then look to other people. They look to other people. The right brain goes internal. It is the self-thinking brain. That's what a woman is looking for. A man who can think for himself. How many times have you heard a woman say that? In person, in the movies, maybe your mother, maybe your sister, maybe your girlfriend. On dating apps, you constantly hear women say, I'm looking for a man who knows how to think for himself. And what do? You go into Mr. Logic. Oh, I'm a thinker. That's not what she meant. And when at the very, very end of that clip, if you need to go back to it. Bruce Lee goes, now you understand. He didn't mean logical understanding. He meant right brain understanding. The right brain is the in-depth brain. It's where you have deeper, more understanding. The left brain, it's very pinpoint. It's literally surface level. And women say that about men all the time. Oh God, men are so surface level. And you're right. The left brain literally was designed purposely to be surface level. That's what it takes care of. The right brain takes care of massive information. The left brain is designed to look at very, very minutiae information under a microscope. Very little. But you guys think, oh, I'm so intelligent, I'm logical. No, don't say that. You just told the world you're stupid. I'm dead serious. Don't tell people, oh, I'm a thinker, I'm logical, I'm so smart. No, you just, literally every woman's going to go, oh, okay, yeah, okay. The majority of you guys, your biggest bitch in life is you rely on money to get the girl and keep the girl. And I'm going to tell you right now, a woman will never fucking stay. She'll marry you, have a couple kids, and 10 years later, she will fucking take that lifelong payment plan. Once you're married for 10 years, you gotta make payments to her every month for the rest of her fucking life. So if you're relying on the money program, well, they got a very good system built in for you here in the United States. It's called a payment plan. I would not rely on that, because that doesn't keep her. There's something that women deeply, 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 deeply want, and they are not getting it from men. So now, because financially women don't need men, they can go to college, they can get their doctorate degree, they can start a business, they can become a lawyer, they can become a brain surgeon, they can do anything that you can do financially, at least. Maybe not the construction shit, but they can make as much money as a man can. So now they don't need you, but they still desire the internal way. Because this is what turns a woman on. It melts her heart and it leaves her feeling completely and totally content. Just like when you have an orgasm, you're thinking, well, yeah, but we had sex, so no. Sex alone will not allow her to have the same feeling that you get after sex. Go buy my book. I talk about that in my book, Crack the Female Code, and I talk about it in the course. It's much too in-depth for this video. We've gone way over already. Here's the deal about the course and the training. It is in depth. We go over a lot of information, but here's the really, 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 really cool part. Once you understand each piece and then understand each piece in depth and how to connect each piece, it becomes simple. The systems, the patterns, everything I will teach you is going to be simplified down to 3 to 5 to maximum 7-step patterns. And all of a sudden you'll be like, dude, it becomes very simple. But you have to understand what you're doing, and you have to learn how to do it from the right brain system. And that's the hardest part of the course, is conditioning that into you. When I say the caveman understood women better than the modern male, I'm not joking. I'm dead serious. I'm going to give you caveman power. It will change your entire life. Women will respect you. This is honoring a woman. And you're thinking, what does that have to do with turning a woman on? Everything. You have to do it in this way, and women will love you. They'll respect you, and they're going to want to have really, really passionate sex. I'm trying to be classy here, but it gets beyond passionate. Let's just put it that way. It becomes amazing. She'll love you, she'll respect you, she'll be good to you, she'll do things for you without you having to ask or pay for it or trade for it. This is not a freaking business deal, guys. This is love on the deepest, deepest level. God bless you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like this video, click subscribe, click the like button, go ahead and make a comment, and what I would highly recommend is buy the Ultimate Package. You get all my books. If you read all those books before you take the course, you will be prepared. At the very least, to get started, buy my book, Crack the Female Code, right now. Go to MikeKollin.com or crackthefemalecode.com. Scroll down a little bit or go to the men's tab, click the tab. It'll have a drop down. It'll say men's books. Buy my book, Crack the Female Code. I promise you that book is going to, if you think this video was impressive, that book's going to blow you away. I talk about a mating system. I talk about rapport skills. I talk about unconscious languaging. I talk about everything in that book that can't even reach inside these videos. I talk about rapport skills, the predicate system, and a couple other NLP things, and I begin to go delve deeper into what my course is about and how to do it. There's techniques in there. If you get the ultimate package, the Get the Girl, Keep the Girl specifically focuses us on internal awareness, connecting with yourself, speaking from yourself, which women are highly sexually attracted and drawn to. Alright guys, that's it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.